What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video, and of course we're back with more Planet Coaster 2 wishlist video that we've been doing lately. So in the last one we talked about coaster types and general stuff. Like I think we did coaster types of what kind of coaster types we want to see. Definitely there's a lot of stuff that could go in there, and but today we're going to be talking about flat rides. Now I know there's like endless possibilities and endless, like, who knows how many flat rides are out there that we could actually talk about to go into Planet Coaster 2, but these are just some of the ones that I would like to see. I know I'm going to miss a ton of them, and I'd be here all day if we talked about all the different ones that could be into the that we could still see into the game. I think there's these are the ones that I would like to see, that I definitely think are possible, and that we see a lot of these in previous games as well that we haven't seen in Planet Coaster. So we're gonna get started out here, and I'm gonna say with the Wipeout model that you see in a lot of parks, and mostly because I've ridden one of these recently, an indoor one actually, which has actually got some cool theming and everything. But I think these would be a great fit for Planet Coaster 2. Because you do see them a lot, and as far as I know, they're not in Planet Coaster 1. If there is one that I mentioned that's in Planet Coaster 1, please sure to point it out to me, because there could be different variations that I'm thinking of as well. But going on next, we're going to talk about the Sky Coaster, which is definitely one I think should be in Planet Coaster 2. The Sky Coaster is one that you see a lot in quite a few parks. Actually, it's usually an upcharge attraction, and they're actually really nice to have, and it would be nice to have in our parks because you do see them quite a bit. Also, it would be cool to see Sky Slings, kind of like those catapult rides that sling you right up in the air. Those would also be a good addition to Planet Coaster as well. As for other rides, we have the Evolution. I've actually been on one of these. It used to be one at Six Flags St. Louis, and it was actually really cool. They just recently tore it out, or took that one out, so kind of sad on that one. Sad on that because I don't have one I can ride anymore. But I would say the Evolution is actually a pretty neat flat ride that would be a welcome addition to Planet Coaster as well. Again, they had it in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, so I think I see no reason why not to have it in Planet Coaster. So anyways, we also have the Disco. Now, we do have a variation of the Disco in Planet Coaster 1, but it's the larger one. But I want the regular Disco, the U-shaped, that you see in a lot of parks, because that one's also in, again, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, but not in Planet Coaster. So that's one that I would think should make it into the game, because it's nice having different variations as well. And then the next thing I'm just going to mention is just various children rides. It doesn't have to be anything specific, really. There are some specific ones, like the small chair swings. There's the Hop Frogger ride, or whatever it's called. We have one at Solar City called Up the Ladder. It's just like a miniature drop tower. It's not really a drop, like, it is a drop tower, but it's like, what, 15 feet? Something like that. But it's crazy. But we need super small children's rides that you see in a lot of parks. I think that would be great. So, because if you wanted to make a children's area in Planet Coaster, it's really hard to do so with functioning rides, because there's not really any rides in the game that are small enough for like very small children rides. So that is definitely a thing I would like to see in Planet Coaster 2, is to see them actually branch off into some small children's rides. I know they're boring probably boring to the theme park maker, but if we want to make more realistic parks, I think it's something that we would definitely want to have in the game. Is just various children rides that can be have a good handful of them. You don't have to have like a ton, but at least give us like 5 to 10 small children ride subs. Next, we're gonna have Windseeker. Now, we do have like the big Sky Screamer ones in there, and that's another thing. Any of the tower rides need to have adjustable heights. I'm gonna mention that just briefly in this, is that we know they can do that because they did start doing it with some of the later tower ride additions into Planet Coaster 1. They were actually starting to do the height adjustments that we could do. So hopefully we can do that now. But going back to, we're talking about Windseeker. I think a Windseeker would be nice. You know, something that's a little bit different from the Skyscreamers, because obviously Windseekers are different. And I think it'd be a great addition to the game as well, because they're really, really cool rides. And I love Windseekers in general because you get some great views, and they're somewhat terrifying in a way, but you know, they're still really, really fun because, you know, you're going up like 300 feet in the air and you're just going in circles and you get great views. They're actually really, really, really cool. So, so yeah, that, and then some various drop tower models, because there's a lot of different drop towers. You don't just have like your normal ones. You know, you have your SNS double shots, your SNS drop towers, and all Intamin drop towers, you know, all of them. I would love to see different variations of them, and again, have adjustable heights on all of them, of course, because we need adjustable heights on them. Next, we're gonna look into some Zamperla rides. I think I think this one's a popular one, the Nebulous model that you've been seeing popping up quite a bit. I think that would be a popular one to have in Planet Coaster 2 as well. Also, the air races, the different variations of air races would be a great one. There's a super air race, the regular air race. I don't believe we have any in Planet Coaster from what I saw, but there's definitely a lot of different variations as well, so I would love to see the different variations as well. And we could also see a Zamperla Endeavor. Those are also really nice rides as well when it comes to flat rides. And then the Rockin' Tug, which is kind of a nice little family ride that kind of goes back and forth. That's another one I would also like to see. Going into some more classic, I think a Rotor would be really, really cool. You know, for a very classic the ride to throw in there. And then the Gravitron, just some of those older rides as well, is also something that could make its way into Planet Coaster 2 as well. Then we also have the Chaos model. I love the Chaos model. I've been on Chaos before. They used to have one at Celebration City in Branson, Missouri, so they actually did have a Chaos, which was awesome. I love those rides. They were really awesome to look at, something like just visually. And I think, again, it was in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 as well, so I see no reason why it can't be in Planet Coaster as well. Another good ride, cool ride, I think would be was to have a parachute tower. I've never been on one of those. I've seen them in videos and stuff. I've never actually seen one in person, but I think a parachute tower would actually be really, really cool. We also need different variations of Ferris wheels. You know, we have like the main one, like just the regular big wheel, but I would like to see like a giant Ferris wheel. We do have like the one at Pixar Pier, that weird Ferris wheel that they have at that Disney park. But anyways, but yeah, I want to see like a giant Ferris wheel. It'd be really, really cool to see like a giant Ferris wheel. And then recently I've played Indoor Lands. You guys may have seen that stream where I did play Indoor Lands, and I fiddled around with their flat ride editor. Like they actually have it to where you can create custom flat rides, and it gives you a set of tools that allow you to create a custom flat ride. And it's actually the best part, in my opinion, about that game is the flat ride builder. And I think that would actually be such a huge game changer for Planet Coaster 2, is to have a flat ride builder to where we could probably potentially build some of our own rides, and rides that aren't in the game. We could potentially actually kind of build with the flat ride builder. Just give us a good amount of different tools, like some hydraulic pieces, different spinning pieces, and then give us different variations of different seats and restraints and stuff like that. So where we can kind of build our own flat rides. I think that would be such a cool idea for Planet Coaster 2. I don't think it will happen, but I can have wishful thinking, and I'm just talking about the stuff I would like to see in the game. I think that would be a welcome addition, and then you can, of course, post your flat ride creations onto the workshop. I'd like to see people create some stupid, crazy contraptions that wouldn't even make sense. I'm sure it would happen. It will happen, and yeah, so I would like to hear what you guys think. I know I missed a lot, and this is just kind of like a very brief list of the ones that I for sure would love to have in the game. So there's so many other ones I would like to see as well, but like these are the ones that I would be happy to see in the final game of Planet Coaster 2, and it would be great if most of them were in the base game. And again, I'm not counting the stuff we already have in Planet Coaster. That all should definitely be in the second game. Like anything in the first game should carry over to the second game. At least the same variation, even if it's a different variation of what was in the first game. But yeah, we definitely need everything in the first game, and everything else I mentioned would be a great addition as well. I just kind of kept the list kind of brief, you know, because like I think we could see, we could also obviously have some ride packs as well. I could definitely see coming in just like they did with the DLC in Planet Coaster 1 and Planet Coaster 2, and I know there's still a lot of you naysayers out there, but I still believe this game is coming. It makes total sense for Frontier to create a sequel, since Planet Coaster 1 was a huge success and moneymaker for them. So I think it's coming. If you don't think it's coming, that's totally okay. Don't don't get mad at people that do believe it's coming. So I'm not never trying to get anyone's hopes up, but I have big wish list, and this game could be one of the best games, theme park games out there in the world. So I'm very, very excited. But let me know in the comment section what I missed, what you want to see flat ride wise, and then we're gonna probably, the next one I think we're gonna look at is maybe tracked rides, and like, you know, different water rides, different transport rides and such like that. That's going to be the next video, I think, is we're going to talk about what exactly transport rides we could see. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more amazing content like this, and I'm going to catch you guys in the next video, or whatever it may be. So thanks and goodbye.